This headline dropped this week, of course, in the wake of Taylor Swift's new album out. And the headline is, Morphing into MAGA. Taylor Swift fans call out cosmetic procedures after new interview goes viral. Kevin Kietzman's coming up with Uncanceled. What a weird world we are in where Taylor Swift is being called someone morphing into MAGA.
I think she is, which I think is great. I think it's great, but I don't think this is talking about procedures she's having done.
Yeah, this one I'm reading.
Okay, the one I read was something like, is she full on MAGA now? Because the song that we talked about a couple of days ago, Mark knows the name of it. I've already forgotten the name.
Wish list.
Wish list. Her wish list is a man, a home, marriage, a driveway with a basketball goal, and kids playing sports. That's what the song is about. Well, of course, they're engaged. Most people get married to have children. It's what you do.
Yeah.
Now, that's not full-on uniquely MAGA, but it's everything against what she's been. You know my stance on Taylor Swift through the years. The stuff she did to Marsha Blackburn in Tennessee and the things she has said about Trump, and most of it was rooted in abortion and her being blinded by things that she didn't really know about. I'm telling you, she didn't know about these things. She just thought it was the right thing to do, and she went with it. It cultivated this enormous fan base of these young women that latched on, and they're mad at her. Not that she's getting married, but they're mad at the song. They're mad at the vision, a portion of them. It'd be a little bit like looking at the Democrat Party, and I don't know what percentage is the Antifa, the crazy people on the really far left. Those are the people that are really mad at Taylor Swift right now.
And that is a percentage of her base.
It is.
To your point, it's anti what feminism has become and what she kind of was cultivating over the last 10 years. And now she found her love, and she wants what all of us, men and women, have wanted since the beginning of time.
Right.
Which is stability, a spouse that you love, a family, kids, a home, and all these different things.
Belonging, connection.
Yes.
You know, it's one thing to be on stage in front of 70,000 people. That's awesome. That's a great experience. That can't be your life. You need a connection. You need a home life. You need to be with other people and feel love. That's, and we don't have kids anymore, but I got a dog. I feel love for my dog. You got to find that in your life. And I think she has for the first time. And I love it. I know some of the songs are really dirty, but I'm okay. I think she's being honest for the first time. I always felt like Taylor Swift was a little fake, that it was a little bit of a put on. Did you ever think that of some of the things she did?
I never. Well, I think that you're right with like all the political Marsha Blackburn stuff. I don't think she really knew what she was.
The boys are so mean to me, and all these songs about I get picked on. Why you got to be so mean and all that stuff. Like it just seemed forced and fake for 13-year-old girls to go, yeah, that feels like junior high. This was a 25-year-old woman writing songs about junior high. And I never really thought it was real. But it worked for her. She made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think she's being pretty real. I think she sees a lot of real in Travis. There's nothing fake about Travis Kelce.
So it's almost like, once again, the girl finds the macho man and realizes everything she's been led to believe is total BS.
Right. And women's liberation, as it came into being in the 60s and 70s, was about equality. And we got there many decades ago. Women can be CEOs. You can do anything you want. I have no problem. If I get sick and I need a brain surgery and my surgeon's a woman, great, let's go. I don't care about this. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But nobody said along with that equality and wanting to have a career, you give up being a wife and a mother. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you give that part of your life up to go chase something else?
Yes. And
men don't do it, and I don't respect men that do it.
I agree.
You better be home for your kids. Better do what you can for your kids, no matter how important your career is. It's the same thing for guys.
Well, you're a spouse, then you're a father or a mother, and then you're a worker. You're an employee or whatever you are in your career. It's got to be in that order.
Yeah, and then you're a ship drifting on the ocean like me after the kids leave the house. The kids leave and you don't know what to do.
But it's like someone once told me too, people say all the time, I live for my kids. It's like, no, you have to actually, it's got to be about you and your spouse, because if that's broken, then it breaks from there on down. It impacts your kids. It impacts your career. Right. It can have impacts on all those things. That's got to be solid. She's got that now with Travis. And she's realizing there's a whole lot of other things to life. And when she walks into that house with those toddler kids, she will feel something that she does not feel in front of 70,000 people screaming her name at a stadium. And you can't duplicate it without that experience in life.
You're 100% right, man. And people grow up. It's the way it is. And I feel sorry for people that grow older and never get to a place where they find that connection and that belonging of a family. You can't rely on your parents or your siblings your whole life and have that connection. Your siblings move on, they get married, they have kids. Your parents get older. You got to have your own family. And this is a human value. This is not just a traditional great American value, although that exists too. I think it's great. I think she's growing up. I think some of her fans are going to lose their mind when she gets pregnant. Now, a lot of them are just going to be thrilled, like, oh, we can't wait for the baby. I'm not saying that. But this hard left wing of her fan base, they hate all this.
I think you're spot on. And Travis, in many ways, has been the best thing to happen to her.
Of course.
Because he's just a guy's guy. He's just a meathead.
It's not going to last forever. This is going to be a Hollywood marriage.
You had to throw it out there.
If they make it 10 or 15 years and are great parents to their kids, if that's what they do, awesome. We just know this. The percent, we know the divorce rate in America is about 50% anyway. What is it for double celebrity couples? 90%?
I was shocked. I thought Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman would make it the whole way, and look at that. You're right.
Made it about 20 years, didn't they?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. But it's like I was talking with Johnny Calloway about this earlier. These people in Hollywood, or in the sports world, LeBron James has lived a very traditional, in many ways, conservative life. Same woman since high school, didn't call himself a victim, and used his God-given talents, maximized them, and he's a billionaire. They do all these things that are much more conservative in nature, but they get their minds twisted into this place of, I've got to support these liberal crazy people, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's definitely changing. The question is, how long will it take for it all to change?
Yeah.
We're winning. I mean, the American values are winning right now. You can't argue that at all. I mean, there's no question. I don't know if you guys saw the stat this week on X. I don't think I talked about that here. It is flipped 54 points in 4 years. It was 39 points positive Democrats on X. And now it's like 15 points more conservatives on X than liberals. It's flipped 54 points in 4 years since Elon Musk bought it. And he hasn't done anything wrong. He's not pushing it right. He's just made it fair. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, I believe this, not that. Once you see and get the information, we need to inform Americans more. Once Americans become more informed, we win.
It's just like this whole shutdown deal in many respects. You're right about that.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin Kietzman, Uncanceled, is coming up at 10 on KCMO Talk Radio. You got a busy Friday show for us in the last 15 seconds?
No, I'm not going to talk anymore about Taylor Swift, but she looked great the other night on all the shows. I've never really looked at her as that pretty. She looked really good, I thought. But she'll be pregnant soon, so let's just wait for it.
All right. There you have it. Mark's looking at over-unders on Taylor Swift pregnancy dates.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what we can get to hit. Have a great weekend. We're back Monday morning. Kietzman is next.